if I were to give you the ergonomically correct way to look at it, I would suggest it's, imagine you had a yoga ball in your hands like this. So your palms are in. You're forming a 90-degree angle. Your elbow, like your arm, is actually in line with your body, and you're not locked like this, but you're not out like that either. And it's palms in, and then you're rotating, pushing down and forward, rotating, down and forward, down and forward. And it's the energy at the bottom of the turn that promotes the poi to get over the top. Not this, right, this. Remember, inside that wall. Model what you're doing, and then I'm going to show you the difference with corrections. So you have your elbows into your side here like this, and as you're doing it, your plane is going like this. So see how it looks like a V in front of me? Okay, so if you open your elbow, which requires you relax these parts of your muscle in here, you're bowling. Now, you're doing this. Look at my wrist. You're locking your wrist as opposed to this. Notice how I'm rotating my wrist and I'm pushing down and forward, pushing down and forward, pushing down and forward. What I'm trying to do is make a straight line with my arm as opposed to having my arm out like this. Right? So I'm moving it like this. So it's the difference between this, the elbow locked and hand out here, to this, where the elbow comes out and the hand comes in. And the thing that allows you to do it is a scoop down and forward at the bottom of the turn where you rotate your wrist. Rotate your wrist. If you, have you ever seen a video of a sperm? Okay, I know this is starting off a little strange, but bear with me. So if you think about a sperm, the head of the sperm is not what motivates its motion forward. What motivates its motion forward is the tail. So if you think of your poi as the head of the sperm, your arm is what motivates it, and it's the wiggle in the tail that makes it happen. The four major points that create the wiggle in the tail when you're spinning your poi are your fingertips, that's one, your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulders. Okay, right now you're locking your elbow and you're locking your wrist, so you're losing out on half your wiggle, at least, right? So part of it is a matter of opening this up. Imagine you're skipping a rock down and forward. Nice loose wrist. Do you feel that? Right? That's scooping. Yeah, okay. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but you're actually using all four of the joints now. You weren't a minute ago because you were locking here and here. The fingertips are the steering wheel. So as you're coming forward, you have to aim with your fingertips forward in order to get it to go straight. And then your angle is this way, which is what's causing it to V. There's a lot of different little things. Another thing to think about is the shoulder I was mentioning. If you imagine pumping your arm up and down while you push down and forward, the next step, because this can't be more complicated, all I'm doing is making a damn circle at my side. How did that get so complicated? This thing I think of as the triangle of power. So if you were to take your fingers like this and then so you make a straight line with your thumbs and then you put your two index fingers together above it, right? If you put your hands at your side, notice I have a 90-degree angle in my elbow. That's ergonomic, right? But it's not locked into my side like this. It's nice and loose from my body. Not that you can tell because I'm kind of heavy set, but it's not locked here. And you're this close to your body, right? So my hand is basically just here, moved out to the side. Not up here like this, and not down here like this. So you're going for a neutral position where you're pumping up and down while you're rotating and pushing down and forward. With your left hand, you are doing this. With your right hand, you're locking it this way. This is the kind of thing that if you do 50 reps 3 times a day, which should take you, less than 10 minutes total. If you did that 50 times with both hands every day for a week, you would notice a huge shift in your control. You really would.